I have never been the type of man who likes drama. I go to work, I do my job, I go home to my wife. That's it. I'm a simple guy. I don't drink with the boys every weekend, I don't chase thrills, and I definitely don't go looking for fights. But sometimes, fights come looking for you. This whole nightmare started when I got a new boss. Let's call him Mark. At first, he seemed harmless enough. One of those corporate types, flashy suits, slicked back hair, fake smile. The kind of guy who shakes your hand with two hands like he's a politician, but you can tell he doesn't mean a single word he says. At first, I figured he was just another middle manager trying to climb the corporate ladder. But then he noticed my wife. The first time she stopped by the office to bring me lunch, Mark's eyes practically popped out of his skull. He introduced himself way too eagerly, holding her hand a second too long. I laughed it off. She laughed it off. But looking back, that was the first red flag. From then on, every time she visited, his comments got bolder. "She's gorgeous, man. You're a lucky guy. Wow, she doesn't look old enough to be married. You must have some secret I don't know about." I smiled politely, but deep down I hated it. You don't flirt with another man's wife. That's basic respect. Things escalated at our company's annual dinner. My wife came along, dressed beautifully, but modestly as always. I was introducing her to some coworkers when Mark slid right between us like a snake. He put his hand on her back, too low, and whispered, "You must get bored being with a guy like him. A woman like you deserves excitement." I swear I almost swung at him right there, but my wife beat me to it. She stepped back and said, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, "Excuse me? That's incredibly inappropriate." He laughed it off like it was just a harmless joke, but I could see the way some of my coworkers looked at him. They knew. They saw it too.
That night, my wife told me everything. Mark had been messaging her on social media for weeks, DM after DM, trying to wear her down. Compliments, invitations to grab a drink, suggesting she deserved better. Even sending her late-night texts like, "Bet he's asleep, wanna talk?" I saw red. My hands literally shook as I read those messages. This wasn't just disrespect, this was harassment. This was a declaration of war. But I didn't blow up, not yet. I knew if I went after him recklessly, I'd look like the crazy, jealous husband. So I played it smart. I started collecting evidence, screenshots of every message, voice recordings of his sleazy comments in the office. I even discreetly asked some female coworkers if he had ever made them uncomfortable. To my surprise, more than one said yes. He'd been making remarks for months, but nobody had the courage to speak up. That gave me an idea. Mark was bragging about a big promotion he was up for, regional director. He wouldn't shut up about it. "Once I get that office, my life's gonna change," he'd say. He even hinted that he'd upgrade his lifestyle. That word made my skin crawl. So I waited. The week of his final interview with upper management, I sent an anonymous package to HR. Inside, every screenshot, every audio clip, and written statements from coworkers. But I didn't stop there. I sent the same package to corporate headquarters and to his wife's personal email. The timing was perfect. The morning of his big interview, HR called him in. He didn't come back out. By lunchtime, the whole office was buzzing. Mark had been caught. His promotion? Gone. His job? Terminated. His marriage? On the rocks. When security escorted him out later that day, I'll never forget the look on his face. The arrogant smirk was gone. His shoulders slumped, his eyes hollow. He looked like a man who had just realized his entire life had collapsed in a single morning. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. That night when I got home, my wife hugged me tighter than ever. "You didn't have to go that far," she whispered. Yes, I did, I told her. He disrespected you. He thought he could take what wasn't his. Men like that don't learn until someone takes everything away. And I meant it. I didn't just protect my marriage, I protected every woman who would have had to deal with him in the future. Because now, he wasn't just unemployed, he was radioactive. Word spread fast in our industry. Nobody wanted to touch him. His career was dead. As for me, I slept better that night than I had in months. Because sometimes, revenge isn't about anger. It's about justice.